Okay, we should be back. OBS sort of crashed by itself for some reason. Can't really point my finger on it. And this should have messed the chat up. Yeah, case in point. Had to start a new stream again. Okay, should be fine. Yeah, seems like we're back. Let's try and get this event. Yeah, let's try and finish this event. Do I need the enhance? I think I might need the enhance. I don't have any frost text left. And let's try and freeze the main guy. Only 50% chance and doesn't seem to work. But we're still alive. As long as we're still alive, there's still a chance. Oh, it can summon two at the same time? That's going to suck. Probably going to have to focus on him a bit more. Back? Yeah, had to be back. For some reason OBS decided to crash. I didn't notice in time, so the stream actually went down. You do not have freeze resistance now, do you? Okay, it doesn't. Fantastic. Topet's fight seems to be a little bit scarier than the others. If that dies, we should be getting an extra turn, so let's just go over there. Okay, another round and we should be done. At least for Topets. Then we have the actual champion. What happened? Just OBS crashing. Strangely, it was just OBS too. Normally I would get my router disconnecting, which causes those things, but not this time. training and we're all still pretty damn healthy. Had a problem with my intro at almost the exact same time. Those are some of those really weird coincidences. Even March is surprised somehow. Yep.
ジョバンニさんが保証してくれた通り、君たちは私に喜びと驚きをもたらしてくれるプレイヤーだった。2人の実力には感服したよ。君たちはチャンピオンの称号にふさわしい。
It's not over yet.
ジョバンニさんが言ってたやり手プレイヤー、まだ姿を見せてないもんね。名誉に目がくらまないなんてすごいね。その通り、ジョバンニさんの構想だとこの決勝戦はフェスティバルの終わりじゃない。予想外のことでも起きなければ後で彼から今後の流れを共有するための連絡が行くと思う。でも今は疑問なんて忘れて勝利の余韻に浸るのもいいと思うけど、今回の青函決勝フェスティバルのチャンピオンの座獲得おめでと
う。You and Miss March were amazing. Congratulations on winning the championships. No problem at all, you definitely deserve all the praise. Actually, I wanted to discuss what's next after the celebration. If you have time, let's meet at the entrance of Everwinter Hill. I'll be waiting for you there. Yeah, but we have one thing to do before that. One very important thing. Ah, finally. This chest has been on my back for 3 days at this point. And that's also the last one. Finally, 5 out of 5. What did you want to discuss?
それはもちろん今まで何度もお話しした件についてです。あなたたちがチャンピオンの称号を勝ち取った後、すぐに例のプレイヤーから連絡がありまして、彼女は言っていました。あなたたちは己の実力を証明した。今こそ最後の、そして真のチャレンジを始める時だと。
またチャレンジするの？
実はこれこそが例のやり手プレイヤーの願い。彼女はあくまで私の担当はガイドですので。
And they actually want to keep it a surprise until the very end.
この階段を登っていけば謎のプレイヤーに出会い、ただしそれも彼女があなたたちのために設けた最後のチャレンジをクリアできればの素晴らしい。その決断まさに優越。ではお進みください。
なんかすっごく寒くなってきた。雰囲気も変わったような気がする。 敵どんどん強くなってきてるよね。もうすぐ着くと思うけど、彼女って一体誰のことなんだろう。
Of course, it had to be Hook. And apparently this is a one-to-one, one-to-one copy of one of the Pokemon anime. Two bots, two elite bots. And two of these. Now this is where a human team is going to shine. Even though it's going to be difficult to take down these two. But we don't really have a mecha who can one-shot these. We're probably going to have to tank them. And tank them with even sturdier humans. Time to sue. Ah, it's just a homage. Where's the 50% attack buff? Oh, it's on the main guy. Yeah, never mind then. Do we want to keep the morale guy? We have to make two of these explode. I'm not sure how. But the robots are going to wreck these things. Let's just keep the morale guy. And let's see if performance allocation actually works on anyone in the team. Time for the final showdown. With all these counters, this might actually end up being easier than expected. Yeah, just buffing everything on him. That's the first elite gun. This is so silly. Oh, that's the second elite gun. And fantastic, it takes the bombs out with him. Couldn't have asked for more. There's a second battle? I guess we were doing okay. Let's see how this goes. That's a bit of a surprise. But it did need to reset the stacks of morale, and we're up to 60. I think we're going to be more than fine. Honestly, the Silver Main Captain ended so many of my simulated universe runs just because of that counter alone. Yeah, keep getting shields, why not? No! Oh well, for a second there I thought we made Hook cry. I like the automaton a lot. You mean the Luofu one? Because that one that summoned fishes has been great. Carried me through most of the event. Doesn't help that a lot of the earlier fights were just weak to mechas. Yeah, Hook also cheated. She has 2 damn elites. No free march costume this event? Apparently not. But she has it, so it has to come out eventually. Also, welcome.
どうでしたか？取引の結果には満足できましたか？
大満足。おじさんをモグラ島に入れてやってもいいと思うくらい。
それは光栄ですね。ですが残念なことに、私は開拓者のお二人と同じで、この星を訪れた一回の貨客に過ぎないのです。
Unfortunately, I can't increase my level, otherwise I won't be able to get the reward from using a friend invite. We're almost done with the event. Give me a second and I'll send you the code.
そうですか。では、行き先に関して私から一つ提案を。ピノコニー、宇宙最大の遊園地です。面白いものを求めているなら、そこに行ってみてはいかがでしょう。
遊園地？なんか面白そうだな。おじさん、私を連れてってくれる？あと、モグラ島のみんなも一緒に。
ああ、それは少し難しいかもしれませんね。ナターシャさんが同意しないでしょうから。
くそー、魔女ババアめ。
フックちゃんも大きくなったら行きたい場所に行けるようになるよ。
あそこにいるのって美月の姉さんだ。
ちを探してたの？
姉さん、やっと会えた。
Oh, it's the Team Rocket. Do you think it's better to not invest maths in my current battle suits? I really don't know what they're called. Yeah, they're called battle suits. And no, do level them up. At least the very basic trio, because you will be needing them for the first few chapters of the story.
そうそう。なんでわざわざそんなことを言いに来たの？
それは私たち。
俺たち今日から開拓者ファンクラブになったんだ。
Trailblazer support squad. They did switch teams.
チャンピオンの称号にふさわしい。私たちは永遠に強者に付き従うわ。
変な組織文化。トパーズ、それにアスター社長。二人とも久しぶり。それからおめでとう。
真のチャンピオンの称号を
Who knows how much trouble they're going to cause for March? I guess we'll see. But sadly, I think we're going to have to wait about a year for a second part to this event. March Loves Praise got a few more.
なんでうちなの？あんたって本当素直じゃないよね。あなたたちどんどん仲良くなってるわね。
Did you get Jingliu? Yeah, sure. Pretty easy too, since she was on the guaranteed. In the end it did take about 78 rolls, but she came home nonetheless. She's been pretty fun to play with so far, even though I still have to mold my team around her a little bit more. I've got 3 relics to replace on her, and then we'll probably have to work on Bronya too. Because if I want to slow Bronya down to 135 speed, 134, 135, I do have to change a lot of relics on her as well.
あなたたちの選択を見届けるためね。うちらの選択を見届ける？そう、あなたたちの選択。このプーマンは確かに可愛いけど、私にとってはただのデータ群、コレクションの一つでしかない。私にはあなたたちのようにこの子と一緒に過ごしたり戦ったり喜怒哀楽を共有したりしたことがないから、この件に関して私があなたたちの代わりに決断することはできない。
Look, the Trotter is basically a sentient pet. If Asta lets us keep it, we are going to.
あなたたちは自分の心の声に従うだけでいいの。
If it's just data for her, we might as well just pay for it.
あなたたちの仲間で今回の出来事もあなたたちの旅の一部なんだから。ありがとう、アスター所長。でもうちには決断する勇気がないんだ。
And if Flash is actually in chat, hello and thanks for the follow.
あんたが決めて。あんたは決めるのが得意だし、頭もいいし、どうすれば一番いいか分かってると思うから。そうだよね。ありがとう。大切なことだから慎重に考えて選択しよう。
Best if you took Puffball back, probably referred to Esta, and we would like to keep Puffball. Yeah, no, there's no two ways about it. We would like to keep Puffball.
分かった。アスター所長、これがうちらの下した決断だよ。
Got spooked by Bailu. Rip. Do you have enough rolls to still go for her at least? Because you never know, you might actually get lucky. And yeah, Bailu being a healer is actually not that bad a spook.
本当に短かったけど忘れられない旅になったね。
The end, and then comes beginning. This was an amazing event. Really enjoyed it. As for which character to pick, I would probably go for Pela, but I already have Pela at E6, so I guess it's going to be Serval for me. Hook I'm never going to build, Luca maybe in the future, but it's not a priority right now. Still have yellow light. Oh no, I guess I only have red light to go through. I really like Bailu Steel, damage reduction and invigoration is crazy. I really like the invigoration healing. Actually helps a lot. And self-modeling resin. What else is there? Red light on hyperlink, complete an exhibition match, and that's the... It should be the only 2 quests missing. We even get March. When equipped by a trotter, greatly enhances it. Consume all skill points after using a basic attack or skill to take an extra action, cannot be triggered consecutively. And causes all enemies to freeze. Then we have the extra battle here. All bots. The voice really suits your avatar. Thanks, I guess. We to think that when I started doing YouTube, I was still very uncomfortable with it. Honestly, kind of still am. Bots require a human team, we should be fine like this. I know my English isn't perfect, I know I still stutter a lot and I lock up somehow. But I need practice and I guess this is it. I haven't really noticed since I'm kind of used to it. I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit too judgmental for myself. It's just that I try to be mindful of my own shortcomings. I know I still have a very long way to go, at least if I want to try and be somewhat entertaining. I do have the thing that clears debuffs, do I? Should be on the trotter. As these things are starting to hurt a little bit. Okay, there goes the healer. Get a shield back. And we should be fine for the last boss. I think your streams are really fun and your videos. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Playing games like this makes me feel like I'm young again. Let's play again if you have time. Sure. For those unfamiliar, Welt is actually from Honkai Impact 3rd. After the Honkai threat was gone, he became a game developer in the studio that Bronya led. They worked on a game together, but the game didn't actually do that well. Top ads, humans, Trotter and one bot. Going to have to counter humans here. They still have gear too, with one exception. The morale one. Okay, the little ones can be one shot. That's nice to know. Jinli looks like as that from Akamega Kill. I think I've heard about it, but I actually haven't read it myself. Isn't that one of the antagonists? Also, yeah, Welt from Honkai Impact used to be the holder of the Key of Eden before he passed it down to Bronya. Ooh, that hurt. We are still standing, but just barely. And we're not standing anymore. Can we still do this with just one defender? Nah, this thing summons 3 enemies. Jesus. Probably going to need some more AoE. But I think we already have plenty. Maybe swap the defender out. For this thing that hits twice. Either an AoE boost, or I guess we can give it the second turn from here. as the smaller enemies should not have that high health. Do you think they will introduce some of the more important characters from Honkai Impact like Himeko and Welt? No, this Himeko is not the Honkai Impact Himeko. This Himeko is this own universe. The only thing they have in common is the name and the look. Same thing as Sele, same thing as Bronya and Silverwolf. They are also from Honkai Impact 3rd, but they're different characters in Star Rail. Close enough, I guess, but also not really. And when it comes to other characters, they're going to have to. We already know there's going to be Raiden, released sometime down the line, even though she's not going to have the same name. Okay, this bounce thing is pretty damn cool. The character sucking its own HP isn't. And down it goes. What if we just focus the boss? We should have plenty of damage, we might be able to just focus down the boss and then we're just going to have to clean things up afterwards. They will release Mei? Yeah, they're going to. She's not going to be called Mei, she might not even be called Raiden, but her design has already been leaked as well. Okay, 2 cycles, 2.5 cycles, we might be able to do this. Even if it's likely going to cost the DPS there. Okay, that's a really chunky shield. Yeah, this is where things are starting to get complicated. We should have something to help with shields as well, might want to go try that out. Or maybe not, because we might be done like this. using the damage against shielded enemies chips? I have not. I've been trying to just use characters, I just now noticed they have shields on them. But it's a bit too late at this point. Just going to clear this and then we can move on to the next one. Yeah, but I used a tank in the championship finals and for some reason it went better. Might have just been down to the RNG. As you really put the blood, sweat and tears into the game, I'll hope you'll continue to support the IPC in the future. By the way, if you can take the championship again, maybe the developers will release a season champion skin based on you. Okay, while they're just more fragmentums. Welcome to the Interastral Tournament Festival. The tournament is over though, however you can use the terminal to edit your information and lineup and compete against players worldwide. Anything you need, just let me know. Let's have a match. Honestly, this has been one of my favorite teams so far. Yeah, for wind shear and the ultimate reduction so it can spam the wolves a little bit faster. As for you, no ultimate. And I guess a 40% push might be fine. This should work for all other. I guess for making fragmentum monsters I always use the robot that explodes. I am very partial to this thing though. I love the summons. And with a little bit of energy generation, this team can actually get down a lot of them. The exploding bot might be fine, but it needs to be resurrected too. And I think I would like to keep the resurrection on the Trotter, just in case they make it explode. Oh god, March is going to hit us with the big counters. This might actually be a bit scary, because I haven't faced this enemy in a very long time. And we're going to need Fragmentum for these. Really not sure. There was something that dispelled. Void Ranger, not a big fan of. I think I might want to run one of these others. Yeah, this thing sells heals. Shield the target. Dispel one buff on the target when attacking. One time per attack. Let's put this on. You here, and you here. This way we should be able to take down the buff from the gunner down there. And hopefully take a lot less counters. I was saying, hopefully take a lot less counters. Okay, that hurts a little bit, but thankfully not so much. Please freeze. Damn it. Okay, looks like the distraction is fine enough. The only damage my elite is taking is from the counters from its own attacks. And everything should go downhill from here. The big threat is gone. You're so ruthless, you didn't even give me a chance. Forget it, you can be the final champion, but remember, without my help, you would have never gotten the title of champion. Another time. Exhibition match. The elite opponent you faced in the previous battle will randomly appear in exhibition matches and you can challenge them again. Oh, it's just the Elite Four? We still need an exhibition to actually complete the event, so... We meet again. I see you really are an Aetherium War super fan. You're so passionate, I will make sure to use all my power as a fellow champion. Okay, we've got our little tank here, we should be fine with the same strategy as before. Boss even got frozen, can't ask for anything better. Oh, that's curious. The shield doesn't actually count as a buff. But the main boss should go down in the next rotation, so we're going to be fine. We are going to be fine, aren't we? Okay. Can't believe I lost, but you'll challenge me again, right? I won't lose next time. I'm afraid with the level of buffs these monsters have achieved, that's going to be a bit difficult. And that should be everything. Yeah, last 2 rating rewards, and that's the puffball chat. Where are you? There we go. That should be it for the monthly rewards as well. Oh right, Railron. But we should be done with everything. So, one quick thing before I go. Honkai Impact 3rd. If the PC actually lets me open stuff. Yeah, Star Raid, that might be it. Don't really have anything else left to do, other than level these things up. Just one more, and I will actually be done with Jingliu. At least when it comes to these things. Nine out of 14. So yeah, a little bit more grind and I should be done. I got to go, have a nice rest of the evening. Thank you and thanks for coming by. Just want to explain a couple of things to Vasil in Honkai Impact before going as well. Do need to go have dinner.
Captain on bridge. いいお天気ね。私の気分みたいに晴れてる。
What's the last reward? That's a chat message thing. Oh, there's a new event live too. So, where do we even start? The one material I was telling you about is the... these things in here. Ether fuel. This stuff is used to craft high rarity stigmata here in the forge, and it's pretty damn rare. For example, I've been working on my physical Elysia for a while now, and I have enough materials to craft 2 of them. I'm just missing more ether fuel. Since I will need all 3 stigmata here, I'm just biding my time and waiting. The invite code, where's the invite code? I actually have no idea where this invite code even is. I think it used to be somewhere in the events, maybe. But that might be very, very long gone. Should still be somewhere on YouTube. Give me a second, let me check. If you have time, can you tell me what the heck I should do first? Sure, give me a second. If I remember correctly, it should be in the Honkai Impact review. Okay, this should be it. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but this used to be the invite code. Since I'm very confused, I don't know what clear, since there are so many missions and tutorials to complete. For now, just go on attack, first tab, attack, and story chapter. You should have Moon's origin and finality, and just clear the story through this. This should be all you do in the early game. Once you get to chapter 8, you can start doing the open world. And here you should do both Sakura Samsara and Shixol HQ. Post Honkai Odyssey and Chapter 2 are things that happen after the main story has ended, so whatever is in here is basically spoilers for the endgame. This takes place 8 years after the Part 1 finale. They're both good. They also change the way you play the game, since the characters in here act in a bit of a different way, and it introduces a lot of aerial combat. But still, I'm not sure if I would suggest doing this in the very early stages of the game. Just playing the story should be more than enough. Then we come to the Valkyries. Here you're going to have the main trio. Just Yana, Mei, Bronya. But these doesn't really matter if you level up too much. If you can leave them at like level 50, it's probably for the better, because the other battle suits are going to be way better. Another thing to keep an eye out for would be in the supplies. The gacha, probably I would say not to touch it right now. Yeah, this is physical Alicia, she's not really meta anymore. Same thing goes for the weapons. Yeah, no, gacha, don't touch it right now. Wait for the next version, wait until we get the new Terricula. Maybe roll for Terricula. Until then, in the normal shop, this is a bit of a mess. One thing to keep an eye out would be in the World Treasury. Miracle Serin is a new character and she's really worth going for. Her stigmata are farmable, and once you get her weapon, which comes from the gacha, you're going to have one of the actual meta damage dealers. Otherwise, in the... where are they? Here, in the fragments shop, you see you can buy fragments for some of the supports. Sugary Starburst, currently meta. Terminal Aid, currently meta. Chrono Navi, still really good. This is a damage dealer, I would not suggest you go for her. Star Impression, not really, she's been outclassed. Golden Diva, probably still good. Calico should be should have been replaced by Sugary Starburst. And same thing goes for everyone down here. So Sugary, Terminal Aid, Chrono, and Golden Diva would be the 4-1 to go for. This is also a fairly easy currency to come by, even down in the early game, so these are going to be the first 4 characters you're going to level up properly. Alongside, of course, whatever you get from the gacha.
いいお天気ね。
The other meta stuff, sadly I don't have too much of. But it's like
みんなを失望
this
させませ
Celeb, once she comes back around,
みんなとの思い出は
this Bronya,
ブローニャの一番大切な宝物です。デュラ崩壊をこの世界から追い出し
their
ます
Ancora is apparently going to be free with the anniversary, and I would really suggest you get her. And that's about
誰
it.
にも負けません。
I think these two are characters you can roll for in this standard gacha, but if you can be patient, I would suggest you wait for them. Because there's going to be new characters coming out, and these two will eventually be outclassed and move out of the current meta.
どう？やっぱり私が
So,
必要でしょ？
yeah, Sugary,
今日も
1,
崩壊した
2,
偶然の
3.
出会いもない
She's going to be free, but she's going to take a little bit longer time to unlock.
火を得る
She's free.
与えましたよ。
律者として人類を守る。
She was given away for free, and she's one of the better Lightning DPSs at the moment, at least until Terricola comes out.
私は闇に落ち、
She's going to go out of meta. She's the new currently meta fire damage dealer. But you're going to need a proper banner to roll for her. Same thing goes for Bronya as well. You're going to need to wait for a proper banner for the actual good version.
この完璧じゃない物語を
Flame Scion, honestly, still one of the best looking battlesuits in the entire game. But at this point, I don't know. She's old. At this point, she's just basically old.
みんなの気持ち
She's been outclassed by her new version, and going forward, we're just going to have new fire damage dealers. I have a new buy banner called Dorm Supply. Do not roll there. The Dorm Supply, I still have it too. But in here, the Valkyrie available are all old. Yeah, they're all old. None of them is currently in the meta, with maybe one exception, but not really. Because even the Hersher of Reason has been outclassed at this point. I'm still using her, but I'm still using her just because I have no better options.
責任を果たします。
Where can I show you my teams? Right, currently these are my teams. For physical, fire, ice, lightning, and the trio, imaginary. This is missing the new Bronya. But they're each of them has stuff to work on. And even though I've been playing for a while, trying to catch up has been pretty damn difficult. Still, I've been somehow able to clear most of the events, and even when it comes to the actual tryhard stuff, even though Agony 1 isn't all that high, I should try and aim for Red Lotus, I can still make it to Agony 2 or Agony 3 if I actually try. So don't be too discouraged and just give it a shot. I still think that the main drive of the game is the story after all. And I'm afraid that's going to be it for me for the moment. I really have to go. As always, thanks a lot for coming by. If you have further questions, you can find me on Discord. And see you later. Ciao!